So I finally went out and bought a Bluetooth speaker that a lot of you may know, and I can't wait to get into this video and show you everything about the JBL Flip 4. So let's get into this video right now. Hello everyone and welcome back. I am RPM, the guy that goes out and tries to search for all the really cool gaming tech at a bargain price. Just like in today's video, we're going to be looking at a Bluetooth speaker known as JBL Flip 4. This speaker has a lot of really cool features that a lot of the knockoffs don't have, but this also has a lot of stuff that the knockoffs do have over this particular speaker. And we're going to get into all the craziness, like the button information, the specs, and as well as the sound test, and as well as the waterproofing test. And we're also going to be doing the sound test with the decibel meter way back there on the wall. That is actually like 10 feet away, so that gives us a good range on how far back the sound of the speaker could pick up. So without further ado, let's jump right into the very first part of the video. Okay, we're going to take a closer look at all the buttons on the JBL Flip 4. So the very first thing that you see at the very top of the speaker, it is the stream for all the really cool stuff that you may go out and do, like, you know, backpacking, hiking. It doesn't matter what it is, that stream will definitely be able to help you out by carrying it. Then you have the power on button, and then all you have to do is hold it down. It will ding with its wonderful sound. Then it's got the 3 lit dots there. That means it is like 75% charged, 85, then 100%. This little button right here, as you can see, it is the TWS, which you are able to pair two JBL Flip 4s together. And then on the side, which I don't like the way these buttons are, I wish that it was more on the front. But you got the play button here, you have the volume up, volume down, and as well as the Bluetooth Connect. And then right here, this is where all your fancy little charger ports and everything is going to be. The one thing that I did notice about the JBLs, they're still using the micro USB ports, which is really something considering JBL is like a well-known speaker. And you figure these speakers will already have the USB-C type kind of charger cables to it, which this right here is only like $20, $50. I'm not too sure how much this was. And this has got the C-type, and this is from Plane. But this speaker so far, I like all the texture. I like how it turns on, and then the buttons on the side. I just don't like the way the buttons on the side are just there. But anyways, let's go ahead, let's jump right into the first sound of today's video. You can use your volume up buttons to turn up the volume on the speaker, but I don't think if it might go, let's see, yeah. It went all the way up on the phone, which is really cool. A lot of your speakers don't generally do that. As you can see, a few minutes ago, the decibel meter was picking up around 73.5 in that area, and that's not even at the highest peak yet. We're about to crank this thing all the way up to the highest peak, and we'll see if the decibel meter can actually pick it up. We're actually going to turn this face this way. I may blow my own eardrums out. So a fair warning to you, a lot of you, it's about to get loud, and the second sound test, it may be doing the same. But let's go with the highest sound that we can get, and it's, now we're about to crank it up. Okay, that sounded really good with this song. I was playing like some actual songs the other day, and they just didn't sound as like deep bass as the Plane, which you could definitely take a look at that speaker right here. But this one, I'm liking it so far, but it doesn't have my interest like this speaker or even the on speakers. Eventually, I will put this speaker up against all the other speakers so that you can decide whether or not if you're going to keep this speaker. So now, you heard the first sound test. Let's go ahead and jump into the waterproofing test. Here's everything that you need to know about the JBL Flip 4. It comes with 8 different colors. It comes with black, blue, camouflage, red, ocean blue, gray, which is what I have, teal, and as well as white. You could connect up to 2 smartphones or tablets to turn your party into the biggest party of the century. It has a built-in 3000 milliamp rechargeable lithium battery that supports up to 12 hours of playtime, but that does not include if you have the power at max. It is also waterproof with the rating of IPX7. That means you will no longer have to worry about pools, oceans, or whatever you decide to go to and get near with a body of water. And with the JBL Connect Plus, allows you to link more than 100 JBL Connect Plus enabled speakers together to amplify the party. And then as you can tell at the bottom with the sound test and everything, you got to see the dual external passive radiators to demonstrate just how powerful your speaker can go. So this speaker is gnarly. It's got a lot of good stuff for it, but as a couple days ago, I did the review on the Plink, which that has a 20 hours of playtime, and this only has 12 hours of playtime, which is not a whole lot, considering if you got it at max volume, that can like decrease the playtime significantly. And then if like the Plink, if you crank it up, it's got 50% of the power, it goes a lot faster. But in other words, for $100, you can't beat the JBL because JBL is a well-known name. And as I said, we will get into more of the JBL versus the off-brands. Okay, all of you got to see a second ago is the waterproofing test for the Flip 4, which it is IPX7 waterproof for 3 feet to 30 minutes, which is okay. But this guy, compared to this guy, this is a lot lighter speaker than this one. This is a pretty heavy speaker. Even though I just pulled it out of the water, it's still pretty heavy because it sank to the bottom. It didn't even bother to move in the water. As you can tell, when I just stuck it in the water, it kind of just stayed there. It wouldn't float. Unlike the Plink or the on speaker, I had to put something on top of it to keep it from like just floating up. This is sunk. So if you get close to an ocean, or if you get close to a pool that's more than 5 feet or 3 feet, this speaker's gone. You'll never get it back. But we are going to go ahead and turn it on and see how it sounds with the water. And yes, it's still somewhat wet. Let's go ahead. Let's turn this bad boy on. You should hear it come on. It still got its little bass there, and it still sounds pretty good, even when we turn it on. And we are going to turn down the volume just a little bit so we can get the mid-range on this to see how well it does on the mid-range. Okay, it still got its sound there. It still got the little bass to it. So apparently the waterproofing test, it didn't do nothing as far as the speaker, but it doesn't mean what's going to happen over time. Now let's crank this bad boy up and see what it sounds like at the full max sound on this particular speaker. And we're going to hit this button right here. Well, you heard it, even with the waterproofing test, it was like, it still got the sound to it. And everything about this speaker so far, I love. But this speaker right here, I will put up against the on speakers, the Plink, and the Miso as well, to kind of give you guys like what speaker is better. Is the $100 version better than the cheaper, or is the cheaper version is better than the $100? So make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss these particular videos. And remember guys, this is the channel that it will help you to power up all your love for gaming. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.